Take a look at 10 abnormally large animals that actually exist today. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that each of the animals on this list will be massive, rather that, when compared to the rest of their species, they're large, abnormally large. Number 10, Titan beetle.
This one, the Titan beetle that lives in the forests of the Amazon, is almost certainly the biggest of all insects.
Meet the Titan beetle. What they lack in personality, they make up for sheer size. Titan beetles are mostly found in countries like Venezuela, Colombia, and some parts of Brazil, in the rainforested areas. Titan beetles can grow up to 6.6 inches in length, and while there have been some Hercules beetles that have been turned out to be a little bit bigger, they have a large horn-like structure that makes up for more than half of their length. In comparison, scarabs grow to around 1/10 of an inch, so that's quite a size variation in the species. The Titan beetle has the largest body by far, and has a short mandible that has been known to snap pencils with ease. There's videos online of people being bitten by them too, so they can easily puncture human flesh if they wanted to. If that isn't reason enough to already be weary of these big guys, adult Titan beetles defend themselves by hissing at you as a warning before eventually biting. Remember the mandibles.
I have to handle him with considerable care because those huge mandibles at the front are powerful enough, it's said, to be able to cut straight through a pencil.
Number 9, Flemish giant rabbit.
Dexter's always got on well with our dogs. He's always been quite interested in them, likes to play with them, and my dogs have been really welcoming to him as well.
If you looked at a regular bunny rabbit with a magnifying glass, it would still not look as big as the Flemish giant rabbit. These rabbits have been bred as early as the 16th century, and it's easily the largest rabbit of its species. People, being the way they are, have domesticated the giant rabbit, so their dogs can have a furry friend to play and nap with. Originally bred in the city of Ghent, Belgium, these giant rabbits are often classified as a utility breed, meaning they were mostly bred for their fur and meat. That doesn't seem to be the case anymore, though.
Look at how the size of this thing. My goodness, look at those ears. She means business. Now, Flemish rabbits, you know, there's a lot of debate on when these guys started to be bred.
Number 8, giant manta ray. Affectionately referred to as the ocean's gentle giant, giant manta rays can dive up to 1,000 meters underwater with ease. A fully grown giant manta ray can have a wingspan of 8.8 meters, that is almost 30 feet across, while the species weighs about 5,000 pounds on average.
It's a white manta, it's super rare. Oh my god.
The species is classified as vulnerable today, with their main predators being large sharks and human beings. We only have ourselves really to hold responsible for that. Giant manta rays are just massive floating blobs of nothingness in water that are actually quite brilliant. They have the largest brains of any fish studied so far and have been known to be able to distinguish between objects and even recognize their own reflection. Fun fact, they also do barrel rolls to eat more food. Number 7, capybara.
What's a capybara? The world's largest rodent!
Imagine a large rat that is also sort of cute. That's the capybara. Classified as the world's largest rodent, capybaras are mostly found in the southern regions of South America, living together in large groups. Capybara is actually really friendly. They seem to love socializing with people, and some people have even tried domesticating them to varying degrees of success. These fluffy rodents can weigh as much as 66 kilos or 145 pounds. They don't really do much, they spend most of the day napping and are awake at night, roaming around and foraging for food. Number 6, saltwater crocodile. A saltwater crocodile is the definition of an apex predator, bulletproof, unimaginably strong, and highly effective at ensnaring prey. These crocodiles are the largest reptiles in the world and are spread out across pretty much the entire world.
Weighing up to a massive 2,000 pounds and reaching lengths of 23 feet. These are the monsters of the croc world.
At the top of the food chain, saltwater crocodiles are known to essentially eat anything and everything, with there being numerous encounters of them attacking people as well.
If he drops it, everybody run. Oh, what?
Male crocodiles can weigh as much as 2,200 pounds and have an approximate lifespan of 70 years. They have been also known to reach lengths of 23 feet, but regardless of size, they are absolutely frightening.
The clapping of those jaws, just the power and the pressure is unbelievable. Woo! You see that water come out of his nose?
Number 5. Japanese spider crab. The Japanese spider crab is indigenous to, you guessed it, Japan.
These chilling crustaceans are basically giant underwater spiders. One big difference being that they have claws strong enough to seriously damage human beings.
This crab has the largest leg span of any arthropod and is considered to be quite the delicacy as well. Even though the crab looks sort of intimidating, they have been observed to be actually quite gentle around people, even though we're eating most of them. They aren't the quickest in water either, but their armored shell actually protects them from larger predators like octopuses. If the shell doesn't quite work out as planned, they also are experts of camouflage. Number 4. Komodo dragons. Komodo dragons look like they are relics of the past, but are perhaps equipped to be one of the most efficient hunters in the animal world today. Also known as the Komodo monitor, it turns out to be the largest species of lizard that can grow up to 10 feet and weigh 150 pounds. It gets its name from an Indonesian island of the same name, and its large size is actually attributed to island gigantism, where a mainland animal evolves into something much larger on an island. Attacks on human beings are rare, but they have been known to happen. The Komodo dragon has shark-like, razor-sharp teeth and poisonous venom that can kill a person within minutes. Fun stuff.
In the tube, without any venom, it forms a nice normal blood clot. While the tube with the sample from Monty, as you can see, it's destroyed the ability of the blood to form the blood clot.
Number 3. Giant golden crowned flying fox.
As the sun goes down every evening in northern Australia, millions of dark, huge winged creatures dominate the skies.
Giant golden crowned flying fox is quite a mouthful, so it is very widely known as the golden capped fruit bat, which just has a better ring to it. The fruit bat is a species of megabat endemic to the Philippines. There was a time when it actually had 3 subspecies, but one has since been extinct. Extremely rare in nature, people online have questioned whether it even actually exists or not. The flying fox has an extremely long wingspan that can stretch to almost 5 feet. It often wraps its wings around its body like a cloak. Often found living in deep caves in the rainforest, this species gets its name by the virtue of the fact that its face has a remarkably close resemblance to that of a fox. Often found living together in large groups, the flying fox has been subject to hunting, which has seen its numbers diminish over the last several years.
By soaking their chests, they can collect a little water to lick off back at the roost.
Number 2. Green anaconda. The Anaconda films and the Nicki Minaj song has given the snake a considerable notoriety, but all jokes aside, the green anaconda is truly a sight to behold.
Just take a look at her right there. Oh my gosh, what an incredible animal.
The largest snake in the world, the green anaconda can reach lengths of up to 29 feet. There have been variants of the python that have been longer, but the anaconda's sheer girth makes it immensely intimidating. The non-venomous boa is found primarily in South America, and regardless of what films say, stories of anacondas actually attacking and eating humans are painfully few and far between.
Wow. Really? On the leg there.
And finally, number 1. Giant squid.
The first ever footage of a giant squid in US waters. The second time this has been recorded worldwide.
The giant squid gigantic size primarily has to go with deep sea gigantism, and the squid spends most of its time in the deep sea ocean. The gigantism has allowed them to grow to absolutely ridiculous lengths, with females growing as large as 42 feet and males growing to 32 feet. The squid's arms and tentacles make up for most of its length, which means it's considerably lighter than its primary predator, the sperm whale. Instances of spotting a giant squid are few and far between, but when they do show up, it always makes the news.
People are very interested in this kind of thing, and we need to make people more aware of just how many incredible things there are in our ocean.
And there you have it, 10 abnormally large